Hey people, Voice talking to you, and this is a speedrun review of Project Mist, an open-world survival horror shooter with the art of Death Stranding and the gameplay mechanics of Half-Life. If you'd like to take a look at the demo for yourself, there's a link in the description. Alongside that is a link to my original stream, in case you'd like to see some live gameplay and first impressions. We play as someone, stranded on an island somewhere, for some reason, when something happens and a bunch of stuff invades the island. The story of this game is entirely absent, as is the music, and without the constant sound of the wind blowing through the trees, I think I probably would have gone insane playing this demo. The monsters stalking the island are pretty neat looking, and many of them will spawn with different glowing weak points or cybernetic augmentations on their bodies that change up combat somewhat. Some of these enemies are truly massive too, including a giant flying whale armed like an Apache helicopter, for some reason. What if I... Oh, it's got a gun! Whoa! I was not expecting it to have guns and rockets. Okay. After a while, though, you come to realize they are mostly just different shapes of the same Cthulhu monster, and none of them actually look as cool as the game's promo art makes them out to be. Unfortunately, they're also dumb as rocks, and dealing with them is mostly a matter of keeping your distance and avoiding their innate ability to ignore physics. Enemies can not only spot you through walls, but they can hit you through them, and if they have ranged attacks, they can shoot you through them as well. Cover is effectively useless, so don't try fighting in any sort of clever or intelligent manner. Just find them before they finish deleting your health bar. We have a couple of different weapons to defend ourselves with, including a crossbow that will slowly tilt to the left of the aiming reticle, a small pistol, an axe with a single animation and no combo, and a submachine gun that I never found. There are also grenades and molotovs, but you'll need to be in range of enemy fire to use them effectively. We also start with a gravity gun, which is exactly like the one from Half-Life, but arguably not as cool. We can pick up and throw objects with it, open doors and pull levers, add parts to constructions, and even toss around small enemies once we unlock the ability. Of course, we can also do most of these things by hand as well, and the only real reason to open doors or add parts with the gun is if your inventory is full, or you can't find the precise spot to aim at when interacting, which happens a lot. Now, there are supposed to be some pretty cool abilities for the gravity gun, like the grapple skill to swing between anchors or the power to control certain monsters by attaching parasites to them. This and lots of other abilities can be unlocked at an upgrade station by spending blood orbs we gather from monsters, assuming those orbs don't fall through the terrain before you can grab them. These abilities also include a hang glider, a dodge, and lots more, and I was super excited about these unique skills and wanted to try them all out. So, you're probably wondering why it is that I don't have footage of any of them, and that is because most of them don't work at all. Now voice, you say, it's probably just not integrated yet, to which I will point out that the abilities not integrated yet were clearly locked, so these just don't function. There are survival and base building aspects to this game as well, but what we can build is limited to wooden floors, walls, and upper floors. There are some traps too, but no doors, no roofs, no windows, nothing like that. The base mechanics don't make much sense to me either. We get access to a train that can carry us between islands, and we can build a base on it. Now that's cool, I like that, but building traps on it doesn't make any sense since it's out of the reach of enemies. Building a base outside of the train doesn't make any sense either, since we're always on the move in a linear direction, and the utilities of a base can all be constructed outside, if they need to be constructed at all. Now you will need to build beds, as trying to load an autosave will freeze the game, but you can build a bed anywhere with just a couple logs, so you'll be doing that a lot. We can also cook and combine food we find at a cooking station. The cool part is, the cooking station works whether you finish the structure or not, so just drop one whenever you need. Overall, this title doesn't look anything like its art. It frequently lags, it's riddled with unfinished content and bugs, and it has no story and no sense of ambience. The total lack of music is a major turnoff, as is the unsatisfying combat and lack of originality. Despite all this, I really wanted to like this game due to its apparent mix of themes and mechanics. But a cool concept with no shits given for quality of life or even functional gameplay isn't worth your time and money. But voice, you might say, this is just a demo. It isn't even close to done yet. I agree, it isn't close to done yet. However, the devs claim that this title is currently 65 to 75% finished and is slated to release in 2 months. Genuinely, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, I hope that isn't true, because this is going to take a good long while to fix, especially for a small indie dev company. I don't know what that last 25% includes, but it's going to have to be quite the overhaul to make this one more than some borrowed concepts writing off of cool promo art. I'm just the voice in your head though, so what do you think about Project Mist? Are you going to be checking this game out? Are the visuals enough to draw you in, or do you want more substance? Do you think I was too harsh, or are you just as annoyed as me by the misleading artwork? Let's talk down in the comments. If you enjoyed, leaving a like helps the channel get through the algorithm and helps me out a ton. If you want more, subscribing is the best way to support the channel and keep new reviews coming your way, because I put out new stuff every single week. Thanks so much for listening to me today, and you'll be hearing from me again real soon.